Right, muckers. Now, these days, recycling is something that's a household term, and it's something that we all do. Now, years ago on construction sites, all the rubble, concrete and bricks and all that were simply just dumped into old pits and covered over, because they didn't have the time and the space to recycle them. In fact, they didn't have the equipment that we have available to us today either. You know, crushers weren't just like 10 a penny. They were quite a rare thing. So a lot of the stuff was simply dumped. Now, today is a cold, wet, rainy, miserable day. Completely different to earlier on in the year, when on probably the hottest, driest day, I went down and saw a fantastic operation where they were actually digging up one of these old pits that was filled with old concrete and rubble from years ago, and they were taking that back out and recycling that, putting it over a screen and trommels and whatever, crushers, and getting usable recycled material to be used again. Absolutely fantastic. Now, they're also running loading shovels on Triangle L5 tyres. You'll remember them from earlier videos. Anyway, let's have a look at this operation. Absolutely fantastic. A great thing to see. And at the end of the video, you'll be able to find out more on another video about the L5s. So today, I've got, well, you'll all recognise this man, Josh.
A bit furrier.
A bit furrier. Josh is a bit furrier. Josh from RH Claydon's. Now, Josh.
Yes.
RH Claydon, you are the importers and distributors for the Triangle series of tyres.
We are for the Earth Mover off-road sector, yeah.
Yep.
Truck.
Now, L5s. I was speaking to your colleague before, and Roger.
Yes.
And Roger was telling us that, you know, you've got a high demand on these tyres, but you're keeping up with that demand. Yep. But you were just telling me that that demand is increasing month after month now.
It's actually getting to the point where we actually are finding a bit shortages here and there on the odd sizes, simply because the demand on the product from us now has grown massively in the last sort of 6 to 8 months, particularly on the L5 range of tyres.
That'll be down to our last video, you know.
That could be.
No, but seriously, people are. I mean, they're coming up to me now at shows and whatever, and saying about ML5s, are they really that good? You know, I said, yeah, the L5 pattern is a game changer. Now, with Triangle's L5, they've kept the structural integrity just by the design and the construction of their tyre, but they've made it slightly lighter, therefore taking a lot of stress off the driveline of the machine itself. And that means a lot less downtime on repairs. So, we told you how good these tyres are in that first video, and now we're here to show you just how good they are when they're working. Right, so this is Steve, and he's in charge of this operation down here, and it is good because you've got material, as you said, like that, which years ago, Steve, would have just been dumped in the ground, tipped, and then just covered over.
That's
you know,
right.
and that'd have been concrete, there'd have been everything in there, stone, soil, clay, and you're able now to take it out into different products, some stone, different sizes, topsoil, and you're reclaiming all that,
Yep.
rather than just letting it go to waste.
Yep.
And that means every ton that's reclaimed is a ton that hasn't got to be dug new, hasn't it? You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
Whether you're buying it on site, you haven't got to buy virgin material, you can buy reclaimed, that all helps. But more to the point, let's face it, you are doing your bit for the environment. Right, with all this sort of stuff though, you need loading shovels.
Yep.
And we've seen them working today. Now you were running L3 tyres before, weren't you?
Yep.
And now you've gone on to L5s.
Uh-huh.
Is there that much difference? As someone that actually uses them, where they tell us they're that good, is there really that much difference?
100%. You know, we, as I said, we ran L3s very early days, but probably since about 2017, 18, we've been running L5s, and I've got to say they're the way forward, definitely.
Really?
The punctures, we don't have the punctures, the wear rate is far greater, just everything about the tyre is far
There is
superior.
that much difference between an
Yeah.
L3 and L5.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
noticeable.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, that's noticeable in the pocket, isn't it?
Probably bought tyres tenfold when I ran L3 with tyre fitter bills,
Did you really?
and now I don't have that.
Brilliant. That is brilliant. So there you are. That's not me telling you. Somebody's actually running them. Right, Muck, see, how good was that? You know, the waste of yesterday being taken up again today so it can be used again tomorrow. That's what it's all about. And if you want to look at another video, which will explain more about the Triangle L5s and, you know, like the case load and shovels and stuff like that, you can go here and watch that one. And if you want to know a bit more about the times past where they were, you know, carting all that rubble about and the lorries and the men that were doing it, well, you watch the O'Donovan story, and that's here. Until the next one, do well.